Well. Good evening, everyone. This is PG coming to you live from New Orleans, Louisiana, Mardi Gras night. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. Welcome. Thanks for your support to all my loyal subscribers and all of the people who have been in. Thank you. Hope you're having a great evening. As you can see, the title or the thumbnail of this vlog, as you want to call it, or podcast, whatever. This is warning, breaking. Prices will rise immediately due to Trump's tariffs. Prepare now if you still can. To be honest, folks, it's going to be difficult to prepare now if you have not been stocking up somewhat on the things that you and or your family use. Whether that be paper goods, certain types of foods, certain types of electronics, articles of clothing. It will run the gambit from A to Z. And they pretty much guarantee prices will increase on the shelves in the stores, whether it be grocery stores, dry goods stores, hardware stores, big box retailers. Those prices will pretty much rise immediately on the shelves. So buckle up. We're in for a very, very tough economic times. I want to talk specifically this evening about a few things. And I want to bring to attention and bring to your mind that there's a lot of people out here that they don't know what a tariff even is. And so I ask that you stay informed, do your due diligence, and do your own research and homework. But I can tell you that our allies, Canada and Mexico and several other countries, supply us with a lot of our products that we are accustomed to going into Walmart, Target, Sam's Club, Costco's, BJ's, Kroger's, King Soopers, Hib, you name it, Sprouts, and purchasing these items from time to time or as needed or even on special occasions or what have you. Mexico specifically is one of our most important agricultural trade partners for the United States of America. Of all vegetables that are imported into the United States, about 65%, anywhere from 63 to 65%, comes from Mexico. That's roughly over 200 million of vegetables, fruits, and nuts coming in to the United States and being sold by the average retailer that we shop at. That's a pretty significant amount of product. There's some specific food items that I can tell you right now that are not likely to increase, but will increase. Some of the media outlets will say, oh, likely. No. Think again. Because the retailer will not be able to absorb those hits. The absorption rate will be passed on to us, you, me, and everyone else that purchases anything in the United States. We will be paying the tariff prices. Avocados. So let's talk about avocados. Mexico is our main source in the United States for avocados. Tomatoes are another important product. that comes into the United States. Bell peppers, raspberries, strawberries, cucumbers, squash, bananas, pineapples, snacks made in Mexico, China, and Canada. Oh, and let's not forget cooking oil. Let's not forget tea. Let's not forget coffee. All of those items, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we will pay higher prices. Mexico, Canada, and China are trade partners to the United States. And we get a lot of their items and products into this country. So I ask that each one take inventory, take heed of this warning, a public service announcement, or whatever you want to call it. Do your due diligence to try to shore up as best that you can. If you have not started already, buying a little extra here and there and putting it back in your pantry or putting it in the closet or whatever for safekeeping and for that rainy day, guys, when those prices really do increase and when perhaps it's not affordable to you anymore, you will still have a few things left over that you can pull from and won't have to take such a bad hit in your wallet. Other things, common items from Canada will be affected as well, such as wood. We get a lot of our lumber from Canada. Charcoal, aluminum, iron, and steel appliances, even cereal, flour, starch, milk, types of rubber items, washers, rubber hoses, belts, you name it. Alcoholic beverages. Modelo is one of the popular beers. Where do you think that comes from? Comes from Mexico. That's right. So you Modelo drinkers who love that type of beer, you better run to the nearest store, your grocer who sells it, the package store or the liquor store or wherever you might purchase those items. You might want to get you a case or so to tide you over. Carpets, other textile, flooring, floor coverings, wool, animal hair, horse hair, yarn, fabric. A lot of these things are imported. A lot of the raw materials are imported also to actually make those items. Umbrellas, even walking sticks, seat sticks, whips, cotton, photography and cinematographic equipment, cork products, books. It just goes on and on and on and on. Paper products, processed fruits and nuts, even vegetables, lettuce, onions, cabbage, fruit juices, certain fertilizers we import in to this country. Dairy products, eggs, honey, maple syrup. All the maple syrup does not come from just Vermont. We get a lot of syrup from our trading partners. Even hard liquors, beer, coffee, tea, spices that we use in our cooking, our baking, meat, fish, seafood, different types of sauces, seasonings again, baked goods, raw sugar. Those are some items that I know for certain that prices will go up on. I mentioned vegetables, all types, peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, with the deportation of migrant workers and people who are not citizens here that were processing and working in and on farms and different places poultry plants and, processing plants and things of that nature. When they don't show up to work because they're afraid that they're going to be deported, then who's going to pick those vegetables? Who's going to attend to the crops? Who's going to do that? And at that point, then they have to try to hire out. They're going to have to pay even more than they were paying. Then the price will rise even more on top of tariffs. So we're in for a long haul, folks. A long, long haul. Don't forget about bananas, a great form of potassium for some people. Yes, a lot of our bananas come from Mexico and other parts. Beef, all types of beef. A lot of our beef is also brought in across borders into the United States for sale at our grocers, at our meat markets, at our butchers. All of it is not grown here and processed, unfortunately, but true. Let's not forget about cooking oils, butter even. Some of those items are brought into our country and sold to us. We purchase them. When we go to the shelf at our local store and grab the margarine or grab the butter, look on the back and check it out. See where that product came from. Or that it says a product of Canada or product of Mexico or wherever it came from. Not all of it is made here in the US. I mentioned maple syrup. A lot of our maple syrup comes from Canada. I talked about seafood. A lot of shrimp and everything comes from Japan, from China. All types of seafood, in fact, is imported here into the States. Besides our seafood industry, like in Louisiana, in the Gulf, So get ready, not just for home consumption, but trust and believe, folks. Restaurants will suffer because they will have to increase their prices. And when things really ramp up and get out of control with these prices, restaurants will close their doors. More people will lose their jobs because a family of 3 or 4 won't be able to afford where they could go out for $100 and now it costs them $225. They will not be able to go out once a week or twice a month. They will no longer be able to do that. They will be staying at home, maybe doing some picnics, doing some home potlucks with the neighbors across the street or down the street or somewhere else in their neighborhood or subdivision. This is going to be a trickle-down effect, folks. Cooking oil. A lot of our avocado oils and olive oils and things are imported. We know that. Those prices will rise. Trust and believe. Nuts are another another food item that will definitely increase in price. So be warned, folks. I just wanted to come on and I wanted to let you know that unapologetically, saving money unapologetically with PG is trying to educate, inform, and be of some type of service and help to others by letting you know, because sometimes we're so busy and we are so caught up in the overload of the things that are happening on a daily basis until we don't even realize certain things. So I wanted to come on and discuss these items with you at length this evening so that you may be able to prepare. You may be able to tweak some things in your budget if need be. But next week, when you go grocery shopping, or this week, later during the week, it's, and you see suddenly items that you purchased last week, fresh, have double or quadrupled in price, I don't want you to be in, sticker shock, but get ready. I'm just saying. Saving money unapologetically is what my channel is all about. So if I can save you a few dollars in advance, then hey, that's what I'm here for. But at the same time, don't forget that you can always use cash saving apps, cash back apps. There's a lot out here, folks, that we can help. No, it's not going to make you rich. No, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's none of that. But things like Ibotta and Fetch, where you just scan your receipt on the items that you were going to purchase anyway, and the cashier or the receipt spits out from the self-service cash register, and you take it home, you scan it, you get points, you turn those points into gift cards to your favorite retailer or what have you, and then you turn around and you can put that back into your budget. If you got a $20 gift card for Walmart grocery, let's just say Walmart, and you spend $100 basically, and you racked up enough points to redeem a $20 or $25 gift card, then take that same gift card, and especially if you shop online and do curbside pickup or what have you, you can use that gift card towards the price of your next grocery shop, So that's a win-win. That's $25 extra that you wouldn't have had for that next shopping trip that you already added in. And perhaps you can now spend $125 or $120 instead of just that normal $100. Because trust me, $100 does not go very far depending on what you have to purchase. I'm just saying. So let's not ignore the cashback savings apps on groceries or things that you were going to buy anyway. Why not? Get a few dollars back. Doesn't hurt. It can only help. Because you have been listening to Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG, that's me. Well, that's all I really have. I wanted to keep it really short and straight to the point, folks. But just be mindful, just be aware, and try to do the best that you can. Also, if you are in a subdivision or let's say a homeowners association, I suggest that if you have a couple of neighbors on your street or maybe a couple of streets over that you conversate with when you're doing your morning walk or your afternoon or evening walk or the gathering at the park or whatever, or even doing the homeowners association meeting or something. Ask around and say, hey, do you guys want to get together once a week or every 2 weeks and have kind of like a potluck? Let's all sign up and see how this can go. That can save you by bringing one dish and actually having a meal and fellowshipping with your fellow neighbors, your family and friends. It saves money. A lot of times, people will look great, drive a fantastic car, dress to the nines, and actually literally damn near are starving. So help yourself, help someone else in the long run also. But just a suggestion. You don't have to take me up on it, but it's a mere suggestion that could be beneficial. You have been listening to Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG, that's me. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. If you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Share my vlog podcast with family, friends, co-workers, and anyone that you may think could benefit from hearing this information. Thank you, and have a great rest of your evening, and happy Mardi Gras. Bye now.